Good morning, Stitchers, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Trisha. This is my YouTube channel, 3 All Threads, where I talk about cross stitch and other crafty things. Thanks for coming back. This is my first regular Flosstube of the new year, so Happy New Year, Happy 2021. Sorry, email. And wow. Been quite a doozy already, hasn't it? It's only been a couple weeks. I saw a meme on my Facebook, I don't know, a week or two ago, and it was like, 2021 worst year ever, or 2020 worst year ever, and then 2021 is like, here, hold my beer. I laughed a little too hard about that. It's not wrong. I see no lies detected. So here we are. Today is January 18th, 2021. It is Monday. It is a day off for me because it's a holiday. It is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And normally, I would be right now preparing to go to the Lansing celebration. It's a MLK Day of Celebration that the college that I work at sponsors. Last year was my first time actually attending. I remember it, I always remember this day because it's one of our bigger sponsorships and it's highfalutin. Anybody who's anybody is there, of course. And it's always stressful in my office because we purchase tables and tickets and we have an ad that we put into the booklet, and it's not only is it highly political, but it's just important. There are a lot of important people that attend. It's an amazing networking opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. And last year, Representative John Lewis was to speak. He was the keynote speaker. And just a few weeks before the event, he regretfully had to decline coming because his health was failing and he needed to stay home and stay well. And then, unfortunately, he died. But I'll always remember the first time attending the event as the time I was going to get to see John Lewis in person. Unfortunately, I didn't. So I want to start out this video with a quote. And this is a quote that we used for our sponsorship this year. And it is, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." I think it's important to sit with that today. I've definitely been sitting with that quite a bit. Especially since I've been really silent the past several weeks. I mean, 2020 has been a shitter of a year. Let's be real. Overall, overarching, there has been a theme of ugh for 2020. That is not to say that I didn't have some amazing things happen in 2020. I am blessed. I am working from home. My husband has not missed a day of work. We're really sitting pretty, right? We are not experiencing any type of insecurities that other people are due to COVID, due to the economy. We are doing all right, but there has been a lot of trauma in 2020, and it is definitely seeping into 2021 as well. So I hope that everybody is able to find, and I think I said this at the end of my Vlogmas, and not everybody watches those. I hope that everybody is able to at least look and find something positive that is happening out of all of this, whether it's being able to spend time, more time with your family at home, whether it is growing and having crucial, hard conversations, whether it's finding more about yourself, whether it's being able to dig into your craft, whatever it is. I hope that there is something that has come out of it. For me, quick segue, I was able to come up with my one little word for 2021. So I've done this for the past 3 years. And this year's word for me is release. Let me talk a little bit about that. I hold on a lot. I can keep a grudge for a lifetime. True story. I want to have conversations. I want people to see where I'm coming from. And I think it's important to have conversations, but it's also important to know when to release. Not everybody is going to agree with everybody. That's what makes us so amazing, right? That's what makes us diverse. That's what allows us to grow. And it is not okay to hang on to things that no longer serve you. It is not okay to hang on to things that no longer serve you. And that's pretty broad for me. So for 2021, I decided that I was going to release those things that no longer serve me, that no longer bring me joy, that do not make me happy, that do not make me think, that do not make me grow, that do not help me learn. I'm letting those things go. And those things range from tangible things, like when I completely decluttered my work area, which you wouldn't know right now, so I'm glad you can't see it. When I completely decluttered my work area and got rid of systems of organization that no longer served me. When I got rid of crafts that I was no longer interested in, when I let go of books that I knew I was never going to read, that I was not going to get anything out of, when I let go of clothes that no longer fit me. I'm never going to get into that pair of jeans again. Let it go. Release it. Give it to somebody who will find joy in it. Spread the wealth. When I let go of the mindset that somehow I was going to change somebody's mind about something, anything. When I was holding on to social media relationships that did not serve me. Is this somebody that I would invite over for coffee? If not, they gotta go. When I'm decluttering my mind space, things that just rumble around in my brain that I try so hard to reconcile and I can't, it's time to let them go. It's time to let them go. So over my holiday break, over Christmas, especially the time between Christmas and New Year's, when I wasn't doing videos, when I wasn't interacting with a lot of people, I specifically took a step back. One, because I was irritated. I was angry seeing 5 households come together to celebrate Christmas and then hearing a week later that somebody popped positive with COVID. Why do I have to take that personally myself? I can't change that. But I can change my mindset. So I have been systematically clearing the clutter of my life. Tangible things, mental things, ideas about people, relationships. I have been decluttering and it feels really good. So I encourage people just to think. Do not stay silent. If somebody makes you feel bad for saying your truth, let them go. And I would encourage, if you want to make it political, I would encourage that for both sides of the aisle. If you are specifically putting yourself in a space that you don't like, take yourself out. Take yourself out. We are not here to risk our own mental health, our own identity of self, our own integrity, our own moral compass. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not here to change that about myself. I know me, and what I don't know, I'm learning. So I am not going to be upset any longer if people don't agree with me and choose to remove themselves from my space. It's okay. It is okay. I am okay with it. And just saying that out loud feels so good. Divisive language is hard. I have seen a lot in the last couple weeks of, well, if you don't agree with me, then unfriend me. Okay, that's cool. I think people know when to do that and when not to. I've learned. I know when to remove myself. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm going to end with the quote again. I have it on my computer. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Continue to speak your truth, but please feel free to remove yourself from situations that do not serve you. Let's get on to some stitching. Okay, I have been stitching. It's been so wonderful. You know, every year I think I start out with, I'm gonna do the things that I enjoy more. And I've really taken that to heart. I've had to, because work has been obnoxious. It doesn't seem like it's gonna let up. And I need to continue to move forward to keep my own headspace in a good place. It's only in a partially good space right now. It's okay though. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is a finish. I've got a few finishes, no fully finished objects, no FFOs, but I've got a few finishes that I'm pretty excited about. The first one, I'm going to have to move you. I apologize because this is under my tripod. So I started this Season to Sparkle by the Tiny Modernist. I started this, I don't know, somewhere in the Christmas season. It was a chart and fabric and thread that came in my 12 Days of Nice list from the Black Needle Society. I don't even remember what it's called now, but I started it right away and I finished it. I finished it before the new year started. So this is what it looks like. I did use the floss. I used the floss that was provided in the box, except for I subbed in the Kreinik. So this is a Kreinik that I subbed in, and this is also a Kreinik, which barely sparkles. That is like the same color as the DMC that was called for. The Kreinik is not the same color. It's kind of in the same family. I think this yellow is Kreinik Marigold, and this I think is Tiger Eye, but I'm not for sure. I'm pretty sure that I discussed it in one of my Vlogmas videos. So I finished it. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's really too big for a pillow, so I'm probably going to find a frame. Maybe a 5x7, I'm not sure because I haven't measured it, but I think it'll look really cute on my fireplace mantle next Christmas, assuming that I finish it. Ta-da! I have a start and finish. I think I started this last week. It is from PlumStreet Samplers, and it is a freebie chart on Paulette's blog, and I believe it's from 2013. So I will link it below. I will try to link it below. This fabric is 28 count Annabelle in olive green from Silk Weaver. And I used, that is a true representation right there. I used Sulky Floss. and I will try to write down what I used. So this bird and these words were charted for DMC 310, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do black. So I did a dark gray, and then these are a couple coral colors and a green. So it was 5 colors total, I think. It took me, I don't know, 5 days to finish. But I was after some Valentine's Day pieces. Eventually, I'd like to really decorate for the season. I'm really bad at it right now. So I will put down what I used below. Freebie chart, PlumStreet samplers. Very quick and satisfying. Also, I think I'll put in a little frame. I might make it into a pillow, but it would be a really big pillow. Also, a start and finish. I finished it yesterday, started the day before, and I'll show you a picture. This is called To My Valentine, and it is from Robin Samplerbird. So she has an Instagram, Samplerbird, and she also has a Flosstube channel that I don't think I don't think she's updated in a while, but maybe she will. Hey, Robin! To My Valentine, she gave this to a group of us. It wasn't last year. I'm pretty sure it was in 2019. I know it snowed that day, so late 2019. Late 2018? God, it seems like forever ago. There were a group of us in Michigan that met at Stitches and Things and did some shopping, and then we had lunch, did some shopping. Well, if you were me, you did some shopping, had some lunch, did some shopping, and then we went to a Panera and stitched for a few hours. And she gave this to those who wanted it. It was a piece that she, I believe, gave to the Sampler Guild, Kindred Spirit Sampler Guild, which I was a member of, but never went to anything. I'm terrible. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway, I found this in a drawer of my discarded charts, just, you know, because I have stuff everywhere, and thought, I really want to stitch that. So I did. This is the piece. I used a Classic Colorworks Cupid for the red, and then the called for DMC, which was DMC 680 for the gold. Now I added this back stitch all the way around, which was something suggested in the pattern if you want to put it together by hand, because it's so tiny. I mean, it's tiny. Because it's so tiny, I'm going to stitch this by hand and fill it with, you know, polyfill. I was hoping to get that done before this video, but I didn't, and I wasn't going to wait. So I will cut that out and get that put together soon. I really enjoyed this, and it'll be a cute little either ornament or it'll be a cute little something. It's stitched on a 30 count fabric that I got in a D-stash with a pattern, as in it was kitted up, and I've since started that project, but this, it was not like the stitching was going to go off the edges. It wasn't even that it wasn't going to leave any type of margin. Like the stitching literally was not going to fit on this fabric. So I just, you know, shoved it aside and found it and thought, yay. So hopefully I will get that done soon. If you saw my video about WIPGO, I am participating. Oh, I've got a piece of hair. I'm participating in WIPGO this year. And Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff is the brainchild of this challenge. And I talked about it in my WIPGO video, so you can go back and look at that. But she ended up calling 3 numbers for January because she called 13, which is the free space, right off the bat. So I surely checked off that free space like nobody's business. The 2 projects that were called for WIPGO were my Adam and Eve chatelaine and my Mysterious Halloween Town from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And when those were called, I thought, really, are you kidding me right now? I don't want to start with those. But you know what? I pulled them out. I'm glad that I did. So let's see my progress. My goal on both of these was 5 hours. I know that I worked more than 5 hours on Halloween Town, and I might have worked more than 5 hours on my chatelaine, but it's hard to tell. They're slow going, but I'm really happy that I worked on them. This is where I got on my chatelaine. So I kitted up this chatelaine. I do believe, I think it says, and I might have said this, I purchased this in 2016. And I might have even started it in 2016. So it's time to get some stitches in. And when I started, before my 5 hours, this was done. And I think a couple of these little things. Just these 2 little leaves in like a stalk. So I kitted this up from European Cross Stitch. And by kitted it up, I mean I ordered the kit from European Cross Stitch. So it is full of delicious silks. I did not order the NPIs, so needlepoint ink silks are generally solid, and I thought I'm just gonna use DMC for that. However, I don't see a DMC conversion, so I'm gonna need to look that up. Ooh, this is where I got. It's beautiful. It is beautiful, and I am happy that I put a little bit of work in. What was I just gonna say about this? I don't even remember. It's beautiful and it's big, and that's all I have to say about that. Apparently there was something in my brain and it fell right out. Okay, so 5 hours on that, done, goal complete. I'll put it away until I feel like working on it again. My next WIPGO project was the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Mysterious Halloween Town. Also started this 500 years ago. Got a lot of work done on this. So let me show you. I also purchased the kit for this project from Frosted Pumpkin so long ago. 2014 is when this was released. I didn't buy it in 2014 because I wasn't stitching then, I don't think, but I probably bought it the next year. It came with the fabric. Oh, I know, the chatelaine was on 32 count like raw linen. Pretty sure that's what I was gonna say. So this project is on 28 count Crystal Wren from Picture This Plus. This is where I got, and so I completed everything. I completed all the things from this pumpkin on except for the fence. I already had the fence there. So these pumpkins and all of this. I'm using all of the called for floss that came in the kit, except for the DMC. I'm using DMC from my Master DMC collection. And I did make a mistake in the little girl right here. She's just a little short-waisted. I didn't give her an extra row of 3 stitches for her waist, which is fine. I had to move a few things around. I was not gonna frog it after I figured it out. But you can see where I stopped working on her hair. That's where I figured it out at. And then moved on. This was a lot of fun to work on. It was easy. It was good color blocks. I was doing some color finishing in those areas. So it's an easy cross stitch. And I don't generally work on crystal fabrics anymore. They hurt my eyes. But 28 count crystal I can do. 32 count crystal is just too tight and too glittery, and it makes my eyes hurt. So I felt good getting that worked on. So 5 hours, it was more than 5 hours, but 5 hours complete. So both of my WIPGO challenges for January have been met. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what February brings. That I'm pretty sure goes in this project. Let me put it back. And another project that I started over the holiday break, I don't know what that goes to. Oh, that's a wool. That goes to this. Is Trimming the Tree by Bendy Stitchy Designs. This I purchased as like a limited edition kit with a project bag from Delicious Threads. So Delicious Jen made this bag. It's amazing. Let's just take a look. And in it, she included this chart, these flosses, this floss keep, which I haven't even opened, the fabric, which is Nocturne, picture this plus Nocturne 32 count linen, and also some ribbon from, I don't know, I think this is what I said last time. I think it's Lady Dot Creates, but then I don't really know. I just automatically say that. And a needle minder. So let me show you. This is before I did my Whip Go stuff, still over my holiday break, after I finished Time to Sparkle. That's what that's called, right? Season to Sparkle. I started this. And this is as far as I've gotten. I got a lot done. A lot done. Here's the needle minder, which, I mean, if you look at the bag, mimics the tree on the bag. Laser Cat did that. Laser Cat's amazing. And here we are. So there's a lot of fill-in to do. If you look, I've got a fill-in snowman's body. All of the tree needs to be filled in. And then I believe that star that's charted with DMC, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the same Kreinik that I used here, this bright shiny Kreinik. I think that will be really cute for the star. So I probably need to put that in the bag so I don't forget. I subbed out whatever the called for DMC was and used the Gentle Art wool. And let me tell you what that wool is. I can't tell you because I don't have it in here anymore. I'll put it below. So I used 2 Gentle Art wools just to give it a little bit more dimension. And I did, I shorted my tree by 2 rows, but it's fine. Who's gonna know? Well, now you all know. So I look forward to getting back to that. This is a fun winter stitch, and maybe I will work on that yet this week or next week until my next Whip Go thing is called. So those are all the things that I've worked on. That's a lot, right? That's a lot for me. I'm pretty stoked about that. Go throw this over here. Today being MLK Day and having the day off, got little things hitting me. I'm going to have a new start. I am going to finally start the Stone Street Stitchworks MLK sampler. This was released last year. I don't remember when, you know, our 2020 was just fraught with so much good and bad, right? Good and bad. So I'm not sure what, I'm not sure where this was released. If it was with Be Well and Stitch. Something tells me it was probably in the summer when people actually started opening their eyes, myself included, and looking around and seeing, wow, we have some work to do. So I'm going to think about that today, and I'm going to start this piece. This was available on their Etsy site, I believe. I can't speak to it now. I will link it below if I can. And this was a charity chart. So all that Salma asked is that you donate to your favorite or a charity that promotes civil rights, racial justice, and things of the sort. So I did that. I'm going to be starting that, and I am going to stitch it on this piece of something that I thought I knew what it was, and now I don't. Well, crud. Anyway, I think that this is a Ship's Manor prim. Did I bring the wrong? I think this is the January prim from I don't know where I got this. I just remember opening up a package and I think it was Ship's Manor and I was like, that's perfect. So I'll try to figure that out. It doesn't matter. It's a beautiful piece of 32 count linen that is going to be great for this piece. And there are suggested colors of DMC, two of the newer colors, 08 and 22. I'm sorry. It's time for Archer to be in a meet, but he doesn't have school today. So my phone's just randomly giving me reminders. I don't know that I will keep these colors or do something else. I will probably keep these colors because I'm lazy and I think it's beautiful. So that's what I'm going to work on today. And I am also going to think a little bit about what I want to start for the Biden-Harris inauguration. So that is on, I don't even know what day it is, Wednesday the 20th. I'm going to start something new and patriotic for that. Probably something small. I have an idea. I don't know exactly where it's at now. I don't generally stitch patriotic pieces, but I'm really called to. And the only whip that I have is my Praiseworthy Stitches One Nation, the flag. I just really don't want to stitch that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that piece. I may give it up. I'm not sure. Today's not the day to think about that though. So I'm going to come up with something. Maybe I'll search some freebies around the interwebs and just come up with a nice piece to stitch on, hopefully while watching the inauguration. I do have to work, and I do have, I think, a 2-hour meeting from 9 to 11 or maybe 10 to 12. I don't remember. I'm hoping I can carve out some time though. So that's it. Those are my plans. That is what I have done. Done some good work. So I'm going to get on with my day. Oh, let me give a little shop update. So I have reopened the Three Owls Nest Egg for new customers. Some of you who watch are customers of mine, either current or past, and you know that I had to close that for new customers. Probably this summer I closed it because our thread dyers and distributors are just still struggling to get materials to do their work. So I closed it for a while. There are still plenty of delays. So I want to let everybody know that I've opened it back up with the caveat that there are still delays. There are still shipping delays. There are still dyeing delays. And there's not a whole lot I can do about that. So if you join, please know that there are still delays. I am still invoicing on my schedule, which means that there are some people that will get a second invoice before you receive your first package. You have to be okay with that if you sign up. You have to be, because that's where we're at right now. I got great feedback when I opened it back up. A lot of people came back on board if they had stopped, or new customers. I'm super excited about it. Invoicing for February starts probably in a week, because maybe a little more, maybe like 10 days. I don't remember. Anyway, so the link for the nest egg is below. The link for my Facebook group is also below. I am trying. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best that I can with my business. It has not grown at all like I had hoped, but until things calm down with my day job, I'm just here to give you pretty threads and charts every once in a while. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I will try to link everything that I talked about. And I really look forward to meeting with you again, you know, in a few weeks. Hopefully I've got something exciting to share. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Remember to release things that no longer serve you. And we are better together. So I hope that we can all think about that and speak your truths. Have opinions, as Bendy would say. Have opinions. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.